You did it! You built a beautiful bioactive enclosure for one of your reptiles, and then you see one of these, and then another. And before you know it, your entire reptile room is infested with fungus gnats. You've tried everything to get rid of them, but nothing seems to work. You're just about ready to set your entire reptile room on fire. And then, right before you're ready to give up, Ravishing Reptiles appears, like a beacon of hope, ready to help you defeat the fungus gnats once and for all. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are going to be talking all about fungus gnats, how to kill them and how to prevent them from getting into our enclosures in the first place. If you have them and it's your first time dealing with them, don't freak out. They are not harmful at all to your reptiles. They're just more of a nuisance. Like, they're just super annoying, especially because a lot of the products that are recommended to combat them don't actually work. So this video will have two parts. First, I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about fungus gnats, how they reproduce, and then afterwards I'll be giving you guys the most effective ways that you can use to combat the damn fungus gnats. So, what are fungus gnats and how does the reproductive cycle work? The reason I chose to start off with this is if we can understand how those things work, we'll be able to know kind of why some methods are not effective at dealing with them while others are. So the term fungus gnat doesn't even refer to a specific species. It's kind of just a blanket term to refer to six different species of gnats, six different families of gnats that are obviously different but very similar. So fungus gnats like to lay their eggs in moist soil, preferably near the base of the plants, so kind of near the roots. The eggs take just 4 to 6 days to hatch. Afterwards, they will begin their larval stage. This stage can last for about 2 weeks, more or less, and during this period, they're basically just eating all the organic matter that they can find. After the larval stage, it will enter the pupal stage, or pupal. I think it's pupal, or pupal. I'm so bad at pronouncing words I haven't heard said out loud in a while, but I remember reading like this word in books and stuff, but I don't remember the last time I heard someone actually say it, but I'm gonna go with pupal. Even though it doesn't sound right, whatever. They enter the next stage and they're only in it for, I think it's like 5 to 6 days or something like that. And then afterwards, they will emerge as an adult fungus gnat. The good news is the adults will only live for up to 10 days at most, so pretty short lifespan. The bad news is in that time, they can lay up to 300 eggs. So yeah, this is kind of why fungus gnats are just so annoying to deal with, because this is just going to create a vicious cycle of just, killing the adults, but that adult has already laid a bunch of eggs and there's just more coming, and it can just quickly get out of control, like fast. Now for the good stuff. How the hell do we get rid of them? 2 words: mosquito bits. This stuff is so damn good. It is an absolute godsend. I have tried so many other methods before landing on this one that just did not work. This is the only one that I found to actually work. The way mosquito bits works is basically it's a bacteria in it's like these little chunks, and then once you add water to it, it creates a bacteria that is toxic to the larva. So once you put this, like the mosquito bits in the enclosure, the larva will get near it, it's toxic to them, and it kills them. So it attacks, one of the 4 stages of life. And if one of the 4 is attacked or eliminated, the rest will, of course, crumble, because they're not able to reproduce anymore. Those larvas are never going to become, those annoying adult fungus gnats. The way it actually works is you basically just order the mosquito bits. I get it off Amazon. I'm sure there's other places you can get it. And there's different ways to do it. The way that I do it is I just get some of the mosquito bits, put it in a bucket, add water, kind of just stir it real quick. I let it soak in there for about 2 hours, and then I empty out the water into the enclosures. Just wherever there's plants, I'll just put the water in there. And then after a few weeks, there's just no more fungus gnats. Remember, they don't live long. So if you start killing the babies, the adults will die out pretty quickly after that. I use it about every 6 months. I guess that's how long, the effects of it last. Every 6 months or so, I do start seeing them kind of pop up again. And it's no big deal. I'll just get a little bit of mosquito bits, put it in some of the enclosures, and that's it, problem solved. If you want a more immediate solution, something that you can pair it with, I don't know the name of it, so I'll look it up and I'll just throw it up here probably. It's like this fan that it's meant for mosquitoes, but it works just as well for the gnats. It basically lights up and you put it into the room at night, and it's like a little cylinder, and it basically, the light will draw in the fungus gnats. They'll get near it and this thing will just like suck them up. And then at the bottom of the machine, it's like a sticky trap. So you check it the next morning and you'll have like hundreds of the fungus gnats on the sticky trap. This is great for just killing off the adults. It's never gonna catch all of them, so this by itself will just be more of like a damage control thing. But when you pair it with the mosquito bits, so I recommend actually using both at the same time. Or if you're gonna pick one, just do the mosquito bits. But if you do both at the same time, that gets rid of the adults, or at least a good chunk of them, so you don't have to wait a few weeks for them to just die off. While the mosquito bits gets rid of, the stuff in the larva. And yeah, I haven't had fungus gnats in a long time, thank God, using that method. The last thing that will kind of help, and this is, something pretty easy, springtails. They don't directly attack the fungus gnats, but they compete for the same resources that the larval stage will have. So if you have a ton of springtails, they will, start out-competing the fungus gnats. It's very rare that they can just completely kill them off, but it will definitely, limit their numbers in the meantime. That's the video, everyone. I hope you all found it informative and enjoyable. If you did, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. I would really, really appreciate it. Also, just a quick reminder, I do have a merch store. Every time someone asks me about merch, I'm like, I already have a store. So I obviously do not promote it well enough. So check out the merch store if you guys are interested in merch. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today. As always, thanks for watching and enjoy your reptiles.